I'm Elisma and welcome to this session. We'll be working on hip mobility and full body strength. It'll be quite an intermediate pace, so be mindful about how you execute the movements. You want to make sure that your core muscles wraps tight around you, holding your body steady while you move in a different area of the body. All that you'll be needing today is your exercise mat. So you get that mat ready, I'll meet you there. To start off with, you can stand with your feet right under the hip bones. Just make sure you've got equal weight placed on both feet. Keep your shoulders broad. Now take a breath in as you reach your arms up to the ceiling. Breathing out, stretching your arms open wide. Soften the knees and curl into your upper back. Roll the spine back up. Arms go up high. Reaching out wide and rounding your spine. You want to feel like you move only the upper half of your spine. One more time. Going all the way up with your arms, exhaling, rounding the back. Come back up to the top. Open your arms into a wide T position and now stand with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We turn through the upper body. The back thumb turns down. Reach your arms wide apart and now dive down. See if you can touch your one foot and come back up. Arms in a T. Turn the other way. Diving down. As you move, you want to try and keep both hips facing straight forward. So it's literally only the rib cage that turns from the one side to the other side. Let's go one more time to each side. You can come back up to a stand. Keep your hands behind your back. Stand with one foot in front of the other. The front leg will remain straight. Push your hips back and just let your chest bones sink down a bit. Trying to keep your side muscles equal lengths. Pull the body up. Again, pushing the hips backward. Sinking your chest. Lifting out to the top. You should feel a good stretch over your hamstring, over the calf. Maybe over the back of your hips if it's very tight. Let's go one more time. You're going to hold it there. Breathing in through the nose. On your exhale, try to sink a little bit further. Again, breathing in. Exhale, flatten your back more. One more time. And you can come up to the top. We switch legs. Same thing here. Push your hips back. Sink your chest bone down. And pull the body back to the top. Try to push your hips even further back so that you feel like this leg becomes a bit longer. One more time. And hold it. Shoulders remain broad. Breathing in. And exhale, sink a bit further. Again, breathing in. Exhale, sink a little further. One more time. And pull the body back up to the top. Stand with both feet right under the hip bones again, toes pointing forward. Now reach your hands back. Make sure you zip pubic bone up to your belly button. Press your hips past your toes. Arch the upper back backwards. And on your exhale, you can fold the body forward. Allow the body to just melt down over the legs, sinking to the ground. Breathe in and exhale, come back to the top again. Arms reaching back. Exhaling, folding forward and sinking down. Come back to the top. Try to arch your upper back further backwards. Push your hips further forward. One more time, folding forward. And come back up to the top, arching a bit backwards. You can come back to a straight line. Stand with your feet wider than shoulders apart. Hands reach straight forward. We keep all the toes down on the ground and now just lunge into the one leg. Push yourself back up to the top. Sink down to the other side. And lifting up. So it's almost like you push your hip bones backward and then it sink down. And lift. And again, push the hips back. Sink down. Coming back up. Good. Let's go another 4, 3, One more time on each side. Trying to go down a little lower if you can by now. Back to the top. You can bring your hands back to your hips. Turn to face the one side. We have one leg far at the back, other leg in the front. But you want to try and level out the weight on both legs. Keep pubic bone connected with your belly button. And now bend both knees, sinking down and straighten up. The last one, we stay at the bottom. Now small bounces going lower. Hold it there. Reach your arms forward. Try to keep the height of your hips the same, but now straighten out the back leg. Roll all the weight onto your front foot and try to lift that back foot off the floor, holding your balance. Bring both feet together, you can straighten out. We switch sides, other foot goes at the back. Sides remain the same length and bend the knees. Straighten out. Last one, stay at the bottom, small bounces. Hold it there, arms reach forward, transfer the body weight to the front leg, straighten out the back leg, roll over your toes, keep your sides equal lengths, and now lift that back foot off the floor, holding. And both feet can come together, straighten out. Reach the arms back, circle your arms to the top. We're going to fold the body forward. Come all the way down so that you can have your hands flat on the floor. It's okay to bend the knees, look up to your tummy. And now take a step back with your one foot and then the other. As you exhale, lift your hips up high, aiming the tailbone up as high as you can. Breathe out, pull the body back to the front. Try to broaden your shoulders. We go again, exhale, lifting your hips high. Pull the body back to the front. The entire time you want to keep your shoulders nice and wide. Aim to keep them wider than the mat. Coming forward, we hold it here. Chest bone is aiming forward, tummy muscles wrapped up. Without your hips moving, pull one knee to your chest. Step back, switching sides. From here, breathe out, lifting your hips up high. See if your heels can sink down a bit lower. And now pull the body back to the front. Again, breathing out to lift your hips. Try to make your lines become a bit longer by now. The last one, we stay right here again in the plank. Tummy muscles wrapped tight, equal weight on both arms. Without the hips moving, lift one leg. Lower it down. Try to keep that knee completely straight. exhale, lifting your hips up high. Start with your leg furthest away from the screen. That'll just help to keep the flow. So the foot travels all the way up. Bend that knee. Pull the knee into your chest. And I'll try to place that foot in between your hands. We keep the back leg straight. We keep the upper back extended. Tummy muscles wrap tight. And just let the hips sink down and lift a bit. Holding it here. Make that front leg a bit stronger. Wrap your tummy even tighter. The upper body comes all the way up. Shoulders on top of your hips. Now from here we turn towards the front leg. So the hand reaches back, twisting the body. Arms reaching wide away from each other. Come back to the start. Then again as the upper body turns. Keeping the legs strong. Come back to the start. Both hands can move down. Drop the back knee to the ground. The leg that's in front, that hand comes on the inside. Other arm reaches straight up to the ceiling. Try to let your hips just sink a bit further down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Let this arm become a bit longer. One more time. Alright, this hand can move down. Hook the back toes into the ground. Straighten it out. And now walk yourself over to the other side. Keeping your back straight. Back leg becomes a bit longer. And allow the hips to just sink and lift. One more time, we hold it there, back leg remains strong. Step into your front leg, the whole body comes up to the top. Good, the front leg, that hand reaches to the back and let the upper body turn. Unwind back to the start. And again, reaching out, reaching back and coming back to the start. One more time. Both hands can move down. Drop the back knee to the ground. The front leg's hand can come on the inside. Other arm reaching up high. Allow the hips to sink a bit further. Hold there. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Long breath out. Reach a bit more. And both hands can come down to the mat. From here, you can take your legs to the back, cross the feet, and just sit close to the front end of the mat. Both hands can hold onto your shins. Just keep the legs and the ankles squeezed together. Pull on your knees to help flatten out your back. See if you can broaden out your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, try to curl into your lower back. So it's like a belly button. Push the lower vertebrae away from your thighs. The entire spine becomes round. As you breathe in, flatten out the spine. Almost feel like someone has a string and it's pulling you up to the ceiling. As you exhale, it's like your belly button just sinks into the back of your hips. And breathing in, flatten out the back. We do this one more time, just to find the position at the back. Try to make sure pubic bone aiming up to the ceiling. Bring your feet in a bit closer. See if your hands can hold on to the middle of your shins or lower if you can. Both inner thighs squeeze together. The nose aims to the belly button. Now let your feet float in the air. So you only balance on your hips. On your in-breath, roll to your shoulder blades and exhale to come back to a sit. time. Place the feet down on the floor. Put on your legs, flatten out your spine. Try to broaden out the shoulders. From here, bring one leg to a tabletop. Both hands can hold on to the back of your thigh. So it's like you pull your thigh closer to your body, but aim your chest bone higher than your knee, still keeping your shoulders broad. As you breathe out, lengthen out this leg. Try to aim your chest bone to the tips of your toe, and then bring the knee in. Holding it there, see if your hands can hold on to your ankle. Still aim your chest bone up high, keep those shoulders broad. So now the leg that's straight, opposite arm reaches straight up to the ceiling. Wrap your tummy tighter, hold your body right here as the other arm reach up as well and hold there. And you can bring it all down. Hold on to the legs, flatten the spine, broaden the shoulders. We go to the other leg. Hands holding onto the back of your thigh. Pull the knee to your chest, flatten the spine. And as you exhale, straighten out the leg. And bring. One more time. Both hands holding onto your ankle. Flatten the back a bit more. Lengthen out the leg. Make sure your sit bones remain equally heavy. Opposite arm reaching up to the ceiling. Shoulders stay broad. Hold onto your tummy. Hold onto your leg. Other hand reaches up as well. Hold there. You can bring your leg down. Hold onto your shins. Nose to the knees. And now just let your knees fall out to the side. Try to keep all the toes together. I'm just going to turn this way so that you can see a bit better. So you want to keep your back completely straight. Now aim your belly button past your heels. So instead of just diving straight down, try to keep your back flat and then get your belly button closer to your heels. Try to keep shoulders broad. And as you exhale, you want to feel like your hip bones get closer to your feet. On your next exhale, you can let the entire body just sink down over the legs. Slowly make your way back up to the top. Now imagine gravity is increasing only on your knees, so it keeps pulling the kneecaps down lower. Your arms can reach forward. Now, very important, we're going to be in this position for quite some time, so if it's very uncomfortable over the hip area or the lower back is taking straight, but rather fold the mat a little bit backwards to create a little booster seat for yourself. Then the hips can be a bit higher, and then it's much more comfortable for the hips and the legs in this position, just because we're going to be here for quite some time. So if you need to do that, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, you just want to keep your feet at a space where you can comfortably keep your body upright and control your movements. So keeping the feet too close to you will also add a bit more of a challenge, but it might take away some of the effects of the exercises. So just find your spot there, and you can have your arms reaching forward. As you exhale, tilt the pelvis backwards. You want to try and keep all the toes against one another. Keep your knees heavy and see how far back the body can move without the knees lifting. Hold it there, palms face down, and I'll pulse your hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out, pull the body forward. Keeping your back rounded, roll backwards again. And pulse the hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulling to the front. 3 more times, rolling back. And pulse. Pulling back to the front again, keeping the shoulders broad, and again rolling backwards. Turn the palms down and pulse. pull yourself back up to the top. And now flatten the spine. Keep the shoulders broad. Open your arms into a T position. From this T position, you turn the upper body. Arms reach away from one another. Try to get your chest down to one knee. Curl the nose into that hip. And now roll yourself up as you reach your arms away. Come back to the middle. Turning the other way. Twisting. Reaching out the arms. Chest bone comes down to the knee. Curl the nose in. Rolling back up to the top. In the middle, again, turn. Leaning down. Rolling up.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so.
One more time, going each way.
Thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
From here, you still want to keep your feet in this position. Move your hands all the way to the front. Hold the pelvis. And the body can now roll backwards. Pubic bone aiming high. Try to control the movement. No lifting with the knees. And your whole body can just sink down to the floor, reaching your arms all the way to the back. Interlace the fingers. Hands go behind your head. You're still going to try and keep the knees down. Feel gravity increase a bit more. Keep all your toes together. As you exhale, curl head and chest to a lift. Breathe in to sink down. So you want to roll up just over the tips of your shoulder blades. And sink back down. Keep those elbows visible just in the corners of your eyes. As you come up, you don't want to squeeze your elbows closer. One more time, lifting up. But now, squeeze your knees together. Try to get the tips of your shoulder blades to rise a bit higher. We're going to keep the heels on the floor. Straighten out the one leg. And as that leg comes back, the other one straightens out. You want to make sure you keep your lower back pressed down into the mat. Bring both legs back in. Now circle your arms around. Try to lift your chest half a centimeter. But as you breathe out, pull the belly button in 3 centimeters. We're going to hold it here. Now as both legs straighten out, your hands reach straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, pull the legs in and hold onto your legs. Again, reaching out. And exhale, coming back to your start.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you could save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know something.
Still staying lifted. Pull one leg to a tabletop. One hand holding on at the bottom of your thigh. The other hand a little bit higher. And the bottom leg straightens out over the floor. Pull your chest a bit higher up. Straighten out your leg with your arm. Pull closer. 1, 2. And then switch the legs and pull closer. You want to feel that that bottom heel is pushing into the floor. One more on each side. And you can lower both legs down. lifting your arms up and allow the body to melt into the mat. Circle the arms around next to your sides, bending the knees in. Keeping your legs together, curl pubic bone to the ceiling and roll your spine off the floor. One by one, let the vertebrae sink back down. At the top, glue the knees together. And now straighten out the one leg, keeping those knees together. Bend it in. So the glutes need to work a lot harder to keep your hips steady. And now we keep switching the legs. To lift both hips a bit higher up. Your arms can reach all the way over your head, and one by one let the vertebrae sink back down. Walk your feet to the sides of your mat. Arms open wide into a T, and now both knees can just roll to one side. As you exhale, pull the legs back middle. Take them over the other way. And now allow both legs to roll over to one side. Pull the legs back to the center and switch. One more time each way. Trying to get your knees to sink down a bit lower. Last time to the other side. Back to the start. From here you can come up to a seated position. We're going to sit with one leg bent in front of you and the other leg is bending backwards. Arms reach out into a T. We drop down towards the front leg first. Feel like your tummy muscles wrap tight and kind of lift you away from your hips. As you exhale, allow the upper body to turn as much as you can. You want to level off your shoulders, breathing in, coming back to the start. This hand goes down, the other hand reaches straight up to the ceiling. And again, the hand comes down, allow the body to twist. Both hands can move down, push the floor away. Tighten the tummy muscles and now aim your chest bone up to the top. Chin goes past your nose. Exhale and curl into the spine. From there, you can come back to the middle and just swing your legs over the other way around. Arms starting in a T position. The hand goes down and upper body turns. Arm comes back, lower this hand, reach the top arm up higher. One more time. But now both hands come down. Push the floor away. Aim your chest bone up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, curl into your spine. One more time. From here, turn onto all fours. Try to make sure you've got your hands right under your shoulders, the knees right under the hips. Tummy muscles hold on to you. And now straighten out the one leg, step into it. Other leg straightens out as well. On your exhale, feel the tummy muscles lifting your hips high. Breathe out, trying to sink the heels down low. Lift the heels up, rounding your back, and pull the body to the front. Again, exhaling, hips rise up high. The heels sink down, lifting, and pull the body back to the front. One more time. From here, one leg reaches all the way up to the ceiling. Bend that knee, pull the knee to your chest. And as you move your body forward, see if your knee can find the opposite elbow. Reaching back up. Straighten out the leg. Bending the knee. Pull the knee to the opposite elbow again. And reaching up. Bending the knee. Pull the knee to the opposite elbow. One more time. But from here, straighten the leg out. Turn the body and open up the chest. Exhale, coming back to the start. Foot goes to the back and lift your hips up high. We go with the other leg. Move to opposite elbow. Reaching up. Knee to opposite elbow. Now straighten out your leg to the side. Turn the entire body, opening up your chest. And exhale, coming back to the start. Foot going back to where it came from. Lower the toes down. Soften the knees, sinking down. See if you can get your hips on your heels. And breathe out, allow the entire body to just sink down. Thanks for sticking through to the end. I hope you feel much looser around the hips. I hope you feel stretched out and lengthened. The next time you hear someone complaining about tightness in the hips and back, share this video with them. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I've got new classes uploaded every Thursday. I'll meet you on the mat in the next session.